Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about 5 different topics about the best way to take care, preserve, foster, or promote actions for mankind's survival towards future pessimist overlook. The first topic will be nature and wildlife. Nature and wildlife are topics so interesting that in this panel I had the opportunity to talk about. First, able to the wildlife. The wildlife traditionally refers to undomesticated animal species, but has come to include all organisms that grow or live wild in an area without being introduced by humans. About the nature is everything in the physical world that is not controlled by humans, such as wild plants and animals, earth and rocks, and the weather. But we have trouble because in this moment, the world is suffering from global warming, and this will make the destruction of the environment. So, in this opportunity that I have, I will share 6 tips to promote the care of nature. 1. Recycle. Not only will the glass bottle become a new glass bottle, but you'll also help to reduce pollution and create jobs. 2. Reuse. Wrapping paper and broken bags and bowls for furniture gifts or our projects with the kids. Donate clothes and toys you aren't using to those who need them, and we can convert something that we aren't using into something useful. For example, use the shoe box to store pencils, crayons, and stickers. 3. Save on electricity. Dry clothes on clothing line when warm and sunny. Turn off the lights in your home that you aren't really using. Change to energy saving light bulbs and set a programmable thermostat. 4. Use public transportation. The excess of amount of gas used on our planet will someday run out. Taking public transportation to get to work will make a big difference in the end. 6. Save water. The short showers and only occasional bath to bring a water bottle from home rather than buying plastic bottles. Well, the next topic will be arts and culture heritage by my classmate Diane.
Hi, today I'm going to talk about the cultural and artist. There are many ways to express culture. We have expressions such as music, painting, sculpture, theater, dance, etc. In that future, it's been told to preserve these types of expressions. We keep them passing forward from generation to generation, teaching children all about them and encourage them to try some activities relate to dancing, painting, playing, etc. There are many definitions and ways to express and classifying art, theater, architecture, literature, cinema, and painting. In today's times, it's more common to see and make own different types of arts through different forms. Also, times it's not accepted by society. Today, young people do it their own way, and everyone manage to get to own it and recognize how cool them can be, how the story and feelings that are implicit in one of own art. The next topic that we will explain it by Edward, it's food and water supplying.
Well, the safe and water supplies are major concern following a natural disaster such as tornado, flood, hurricane, or blizzard. Texas families who live in disaster-prone areas might benefit from being prepared in the event of disaster. Knowing how to safely handle food and water in the immediate few days after the disaster can reduce stress, worry, and inconvenience. A 3 to 5 day supply of food and water can be stored and relatively for small area to provide some security in case of disaster and the subsequent loss of water, gas, and electricity. Storage and shelter areas should be easily accessible for following a disaster prior to an emergency and to ensure food safety of the times. Equip and refrigerators and freezers with thermometers to monitor the temperature. Disaster victims can survive for several days without food, but only for a short time without water. Water from streams, lakes, and local water systems can become contaminated. Therefore, is the best store and supply of water in the shelter area. Water drained from home hot water tanks can be used if necessary, but the possibility of contamination exists and this water should be purified before drinking. If you live in an area subject to flood, be ready to elevate refrigerators or freezers of the floor by putting cement blocks on their corners. Canned goods should be moved to higher shelves or storage areas. Foods contaminated by flood waters need special attention. Flood waters carry fifth and disease bacteria that contaminate food and water and make it unsafe to consume. After a flood, inspect flood carefully. Discard the following if it has been a contact with flood waters. Well, the next topic is healthy lifestyle and housing by Mary Carmen.
Hi everyone. I'm going to talk about the no. I'm going to give you some tips so you can have healthy life. First, you could start by changing your diet or a healthy eating fruits and vegetables. In a balanced will help you a healthy diet and provide your body with nutrients and with the necessary for the proper functions of the organs and prevent or cure diseases. Another thing you could do to complement it is work out daily and drink enough water that your body needs. But you need be careful. Don't forget that you need the supervision of a professional and the physical and emotional coexistence with friends, family, or couple is also important. Above all, you must be good with yourself. Apart, you can could be recreational activities with them. To finish, my classmate Antonio going to explain the topic human rights.
Well, my topic is human rights, but to know about it, we need to know the definition. Human rights are rights inherent to all humans being regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. Human rights include the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, to right to work and education, and many more. Everyone is entitled to these rights without a discrimination. Human rights govern how individual human beings live in society and with each other, as well as their relationship with the state and the obligations that the state have towards them. Also obliges governments to do some things prevents them from doing others. All the humans have the responsibility to use these rights and to respect the right of the other. International human rights law lays down the obligations of governments to act in certain ways or to refrain from certain acts in order to promote and protect human rights and fundamental freedoms of individuals or groups. One of the great achievements of the United Nations is the creation of a comprehensive body of humans Rights law, a universal and internationally protected code to which all nations can subscribe and all people aspire. The most important rights that all we must to have been the right to work in just and favorable conditions, the right to social protection, to an adequate standard of living, and to the highest attainable standards of physical and mental well-being. The right to education and the enjoyment of benefits of culture, freedom, and scientific progress. Well, this is all for us. Thank you for your attention.